We have a... I was trying to reach level 90 or something to that extent. You know, around that ballpark. That's what I would like to do. Yeah, I guess that would raise my style up quite a bit, wouldn't it? Now it's completely gone. I'll get to him later. Should see if I can raise up death. Using JP style, what a coincidence that is. That puts him far enough to do that? Really? Without any leg gear. I gotta favor this gear too. Alright, there we go. Have some pants back on. Apply gear effects. So that means... Yeah. Not taking damage. I mean, no, this is important. I just need EXP for right now. I'll get used to that combo eventually. Perfect parry, isn't it? I gotta look at the notes on that. Did a heavy attack. What does it say? Hit with a launching attack and perform a juggle combo. Okay, so he'll do it too. I can never take that kind of damage off of an enemy. But that was so much damage. I have to get knocked down for that to happen. I'm missing 2 counters. Whoops. Defeat without any look. What's up with women in no pants fighting? And I forgot to take my pants off too. Unless it's 15 seconds, I can afford this. And then she could be refought again. Wrong button. Must be a boyfriend. It good? Oh yes, now it's good. You know, eyeballing, I guess a lot of these people are 9 seconds, JP. Can she even be killed in 9 seconds? Wasn't even fast enough, even with all that meter burned. That what? It's not healing items, and that's just a thing. Man, talk about a... Oh, you see how far he charged? That was something. I keep getting my buttons all mixed up. So I gotta unlock more accessory slots, I guess. Where would this accessory go for the body? Well, do you have a preference for Street Fighter 7? We're already talking about the next installment, Street Fighter 7, a preference. Well, let's see. In order to even think about a preference, I have to think about what Street Fighter mattered to me starting from 4 and talk about 5 and up until now. If we're actually talking about Street Fighter 7. And the thing about Street Fighter 4 is that it was a very cutthroat game. Sure, people hated Revenge to an extent, but it honestly wasn't that bad. It was just your basic combat mechanic. Everyone had it, but obviously you did better if you got beat up or if you used the little focus attack to absorb attacks. Not even into damage people, just to absorb attack, so you can have, recover life and stuff like that. 5, I'm not really sure what they did with 5. 5, they just went all over the place. They just said, hey, let's have everyone have their own unique design, and let's make every, yeah, like every character was unique. Even people who played the same character had unique little trends to them. That was weird. 6, well, everyone was, you know, just, I guess everyone's fair and square, honestly. We all have an equally reasonable, damaging, what's it called? Drive rush, and drive, well, not everyone's drive rush is the same, but everyone's drive impact is the same. So you want 7 to be more homogenized? I would see where everyone is the same. I mean, that would sell the game a lot faster. I mean, maybe Z Fighters wasn't homogenized, but it felt homogenized to me. I felt like almost, until I started messing with the DLC characters, things started feeling different. But every other character kind of felt the same. Yes, there were other tools that other people had to express themselves. I mean, looking at all the people that I've even cared to add to my masters list, let's see. In fact, let's go through the list real quick, since you brought it up. I have to go to style first. Because obviously, if you see my content, I've cared about him because he was extremely easy to use. And I just like the character. She's technically easy to use too. The problem is I didn't really like the character. 6 is homogenized in theory, but not all characters drive rushes the same speed with the same rewards. Yes, they had to make some things different. We couldn't have Zangief flying across the screen as fast as Jury, I think? Yeah, as fast as Jury. That would just be absolutely bonkers. Even though at the same time we have this little girl right here who should theoretically be moving fast, but not really as fast. Besides, it makes everyone a threat, you know. Sure, that hasn't really fixed the whole which character to pick and stuff like that, because people will still pick certain characters. You're always going to see Ryu. You're always going to see Kens. And you're going to see Akumas. From the last time I've been online. Of course, there's also another way to prove that, too. Like if I were to go to, is it even fair to even pick on the master ranks, honestly? I know I'm leveling up, but I have to really think about this, because let's see. I want to prove this theory real quick. Really badly. I can't believe I never even thought about it. How had I not possibly thought about 7? Has enough time really passed to even consider a 7? I think I have to go here, Battle Hub. There's a way to find out a population. We're not going to worry about performance because we can't fight anybody, unfortunately. Or even look at fights. Because you got me thinking about 7. I mean, what could we possibly do to make 7? Enough time has passed when you don't like... Wait. Enough time has passed when you don't like 6 like me. Oh, you changed your name. I don't know why I didn't recognize you at first. Well, it's still nice to see you. Oh, right, I did pick Cheeseburger. Well, like I said, the whole world tour thing isn't too bad to try, honestly. In my honest opinion. I mean, it is the only reasonable single-player content and stuff like that. And I could go on about a couple of games that do have some decent single-player content. Oh my gosh, the first Street Fighter 1. And Ghosts and Goblins? They were hinting about this, but I didn't know they actually had it here. No way. Anyway, back to business. Let's see. There is a way to figure this out. I think I have to go... You probably can't see some of this stuff, but you'll be able to see enough of it. I think. You have to go to replays. Could go based on that. Let's see, what group demographic to pick on the most? I suppose Masters is the best place to pick upon, but I'm already picking at Masters. And we'll just hypothetically say that, no preference, so we can be sure to meet every type of JP. Actually, let me be more specific. Let's just pick on Akuma. I always say Akuma is the most picked character. Great. Who is he coming across? Picking an anonymous below master could be considered mean. Like picking an anonymous below master. I mean, yeah, it could. People use her. We got... Does that really count? Let's see. I don't know if I should count the left side. Then I have to read the name. I have to pick someone that's hard to come by. Because then I have to look at both sides. So, let's say Ryu. What are the Ryus doing? Yeah, what are the Ryus doing? The only masters worth picking are anyone below 15 MR. Well, this one's surprisingly below. What is a low versus a high MR doing against each other? That's... Well, I guess the masters need somebody to play with. Oh, here we go. This would be funny right here. We don't know who's going to win, but this is theoretical. I know I'm supposed to figure out who's who and stuff like that, but, you know, there's definitely a chart like that. Like, off the top of my head, though, Ryu and Ken, Mai Shiranui, Sagat, not so much as Viper. Oh, and I guess, I want to say Elena, but I'm not sure how she dropped off, honestly. Josh would probably win. Well, we'll find out. Let's see. They're both masters. If the JP plays keep away. If they do. They're both high, so it's both fair. They have a lot at stake right now. Ah, yes, a shimmy. Alright, we can't, whatchamacallit, perfect parry anymore. At least not as easily we want to. You know, I've never used that move too often. Well, the problem is that he hasn't gotten him into one combo that would just knock him away. That's all he has to do. And now that JP is just being too defensive at this point. And I think that was his biggest problem. Alright, there we go. And now he's got him from a distance. I think he's respecting that Ryu. This Ryu looks like a better player, so I take that back, what I said. Yeah, he's keeping... look at that. Lost meter and now into the corner. He's going to have a few options to get out of this situation. But normally JP is a bad matchup for Ryu. He is catching every single jump in. He can just do that repeatedly and he's done for. He knows. Man. He just knew he could chip him out bad enough. Like, that is a death sentence. Yeah, that JP is just bad. I mean, the Ryu also had good reaction. I don't think the JP was able to get not even one jump in at all. Not even one. Just prepared for it at all times. You're supposed to... Wait, you're not supposed to jump in as JP. I kind of want to keep a track of this guy's name, honestly. So I'll keep a track of him. On the finals list, the JP unfortunately just doesn't cut it. People use Terry. You know, I haven't seen her. Or DJ. Ugh, I can imagine how nasty this fight would be, honestly. They're below that Mark Viet place. She's a new character. But this is probably the funniest fight of them all, though. I mean, it is the... Wait, why is it not showing their MR? Is there a reason why I wouldn't show their MR and just their LP? And he has double the LP. Oh well. An error is an error. You know what I should have said sooner? I should have just said there are just some people who just want easy characters. Some people just don't want the challenge of getting good with a mildly different character. Ryu, Ken, Akuma have all been pretty much established. Sagat has pretty much been established and stuff like that. Sure, Luke is supposedly easy. But you have to also put, yeah, if you get to master and reach 12 or 13 MR, you might as well just quit fighting games for good. Right, he takes more damage. Oh, that was awfully gruesome. It seems like everyone's just so prepared about jump-ins. You have to have a very clever way of getting it like that. He missed the punish there. He might be dead here. No, he needed more meteor. Ooh, hardest character in the game, I think, are Chun-Li and Viper. Oh yeah, probably Chun-Li for sure. I played her a little bit. I know Cammy's a lot easier, despite her shortcomings. Because she's quick. And see, Viper, well, she was always technical. Alright, let me be real with you though. Let's see. Because it's not like we can just say another... Because now that I think about it, it's hard to think about a Street Fighter 7 because, well, everyone's been borrowing stuff from Street Fighter 7. I mean, we'll do it like this. Let's say, since everyone's been taken from Street Fighter, maybe Street Fighter should take from somebody else. They should just have transformations, where people become furry animals or something like that. Sort of like in, what is it called? Sort of like in, Bloody Roar. That's what they would have to do to mix things up. Even though some characters are already beastly anyway, but that's the best I can come up with. They make it to where, oh, somebody is driving back home? I better check this out real quick. Give me a second. 5 already did triggers, though. Damn, you're right. I gotta check out, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. So, Akuma got his butt kicked thoroughly. I feel like I want Street Fighter with absolutely no gimmicks, but I know that wouldn't sell well. Well, maybe it doesn't have to sell well. Maybe it could just make it on a budget. Make it a 2D fighter. Because that's basically what you're asking for. Well, actually, a 3D fighter would be a little bit cheaper. They already have the models and stuff like that. Where it's just... Well, shoot, then you have to take away the special moves, actually. If you want to go that far. And I ain't saying I ain't against it or anything like that. I mean, it can work. You just have to have a good foundation. As long as you're introducing new characters. And, wow. That's pretty cool. Okay. I guess in order to even consider the idea of a vanilla fighting game with no gimmicks. Because are super moves, super combos even considered a gimmick? So let's be real here, like, I did kind of like Super Turbo, but obviously the super combos do make everyone feel different, whether you use them or not. It was definitely, things were different. A lot different. Radically different. And I already said how much I loved about Alpha 2. But of course that's a gimmick. Supers are a gimmick, yeah. Oh boy. Well, the sad truth is that, you know, well, if that's the case, then we have to unfortunately bring back, you know, atrocities such as Dizzy. Like, you're getting your ass kicked, you're not defending yourself, you get Dizzy, and the opponent gets a free combo. Because, I mean, there's a lot of things that are gimmicks and stuff. I mean, people kind of liked... Okay, no one liked Stun because it felt kind of random. Like, you could probably bring Stun back into a game if you had meter, like what 5 did. I think 5 had a meter to it. All this talk about no gimmicks, we think about this game right here. If I can even beat the first guy. Oh, and probably will go back to leveling up too. Yeah, stun with no meter is bad. Okay, baby. Boy, that was rough. I gotta figure out how to figure out this fireball. Oh, that's how you do it. You have to press a button, then do the motion. You have to do it in reverse. So it's kind of weird. But just like that, in 3 hits, that man's being done for. That wasn't even Hurricane Kick. Almost dead here, oh boy. I don't think I can even block that, whoops. Can this generation even handle a game without mechanics? I mean, there has to be some level of gimmicks. Some that we can all agree upon. Some. To some extent. But not something that completely breaks the character and makes it something that it wasn't. We'll do it like that, yeah. It has to be reasonable gimmicks. Reasonable mechanics that, you know, people can play around. You could play around Dizzy if you're, you know, if you just get good at the game and block. and the meter was visible, then stun is okay. Because sometimes you might have to go in defense. Because you gotta calm down, you gotta think about your defensiveness, you gotta think about what to do if someone's beating the crap out of you. Gimmicks are when it takes away it takes skill away, but without then people think the game is boring. Well, technically, there's another word for that, actually. They think the game is too hard. But you're being awfully generous to say that people wouldn't go to that scenario first. I mean, there's probably a demographic that would say that's boring, but the other people would say the game is too hard. I mean, granted, we've never heard of a situation where a game was just too hard before. I mean, no one's ever cried about that sort of thing. No one's ever said that about Tekken 7 yet. And no one's ever said that about Street Fighter yet. What was the other competitor? And Mortal Kombat. I don't know if anyone's ever said that about Mortal Kombat, it being a technical fighter. Okay, actually, with Tekken, they've said Tekken was always a technical fighter, always. People wouldn't say it's too hard because the community would ridicule them for just saying it. Yeah, they would. But sometimes you just have to say what needs to be said, because if you say something else, it's just going to be misinterpreted, you know? I mean, I'll say it right now. I chose Soul Calibur over Tekken because one was easier than the other. Genuinely, it was. I could totally understand the whole sidestepping thing when it came to Soul Calibur. Now, with Tekken, you have to worry about dodging either left or right or something like that, depending on the punch, and avoiding grabs based on like how they grab you. 4 is too hard. I'm just afraid to say that. It was rough, yeah, it was, but you know, it wasn't that bad. Now, was it easier than? Because honestly, I would say freaking 5 looked like it was difficult. I mean, with all the stuff and mechanics, like, and you've heard Michael play when it comes to certain fight games. Don't have too many mechanics. Which is exactly why I got on Blaze, was it Blaze Blue or Grand Blue versus K, for just having too many mechanics. And King of Fighters should technically be in that category, since you have to play 3 characters and learn how to play with them, and then learn a mechanic with them and stuff like that. They should technically fail too. Technically. Actually, what was that other game that came out with it too? Because what was it called again? No, wait. City of Wolves, that's what it was. Yeah, City of Wolves was also supposed to, like, was it meant to be a competitor? I mean, I would like to think that it's a competitor, you know, just to be nice to it. I mean, they are taking Street Fighter characters. And we all know that Ken is basically, dumbs things down. Yeah, King of Fighters. I do generally like King of Fighters 15. Not bringing up King of Fighters. King of Fighters 13 and Street Fighter, I think, are the hardest. Yeah, and they're the most watched. I mean, if it came to a tournament, because, you know, there's also another thing, the game being hard and actually being entertaining to watch is what always makes a Street Fighter 4 tournament so damn important. If they had a choice between 4, 5, and 6, most people would probably pick 4. Truth be told. They should be rolling out the red carpet for anyone who even has the patience for 4. This guy's gonna punch me, isn't he? No? Are you? I think he was gonna punch me anyway. Well, he's dead already. Like, 5 one-frame Link in one combo like Daigo with Evil. I do remember that Evil. That's going to become a meme, right? Because I just remember Daigo, Evil Ryu, and 5, that little head stomp thing he does. Like, that's always the funniest thing to me. Because, of course, he does. And it's not something that anyone can just replicate. That's what makes it so skill-based, so fantastic. The most greatest thing in the world. Now, obviously, some of us ain't trying to go that far when it comes to their fighting games because we do have to think about the people that are around us, even though this is an online multiplayer and stuff like that. But, you know, I still think about people around me. Like, I ain't trying to go that far, even if I do play online. And even if I did, it'd just be me playing one character, really. So that's another thing about difficult games. What a likelihood you gonna have the patience to deal with other characters. Like, genuinely. Yep, missed. I used 2 characters in 4, but who did I use? I used Zangief for a time. Okay, it was Zangief, Blanca, no, I'm sorry. Zangief, Blanca, Guile. Zangief, Blanca, and Guile? I feel like there was one more. Maybe Vega, but I don't use... I mean, I know y'all see me use Vega a bunch of times in the other game, but I don't know if it was Vega, honestly. And what selection you would assume would be mostly just charged characters, really. There had to be a new character I liked. There had to be. Zangief, Blanca, Guile, Dalsim. Did I really use it? Okay, maybe I used Ryu. Did I actually have the patience for Dalsim? I might have had the patience for Dalsim. Let's say that's true. Sure, let's say that's true. And Ryu we could just put in there because who didn't use Ryu or can back then? I mean, why wouldn't they? It was 4, we were figuring things out, and it was just the funniest thing to do at the time. Okay, you do have Guile on that. Just wanted to make doubly sure about that. Alright, I gotta try to unlock some more stuff. Alright, I get to meet Akuma. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. Ginpu Temple. Alright, we're going on a road trip. We're gonna go harass Akuma. Well, we have to talk to Ryu first, I think. What I've been getting from... well, actually, we know what we're going to get from Akuma. We're going to get the fireball. That's the most important thing to get from him, the air fireball. That messes up anti-airs. Because every time I try to anti-air somebody, that fireball comes out, ruins everything. He's at 60. I might have to square up with him first. Oh, right, let's talk to Ryu first. You want to get your contact, to get my contact information for you? Did you say smartphone? I didn't realize they gave IQ tests to phones these days. Oh, so that's what phones are called now. This air fireball has nerfed pretty hard. You can DP it. It becomes active. Oh, okay then. Be honest, do I look like the kind of person who would have something like a smartphone? No, but I had a hunch. Your intrusion is sharp. Then I can hardly believe it myself, but I do in fact have one. A friend gave it to me. He's the type of guy who's always looking out for others. Said I could never get into contact with me while I'm trapped. Probably like Ken Masters, probably. He's practically forced into my hands. To be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure how to use this thing. I barely use it, but I'd be happy to swap contact information. Honestly, that's kind of a weird thing to even give him, because let's be real here, he has to be making some consistent money to pay for a damn phone that he barely uses. So maybe Ken's paying his money.
Guess so.
If you want to talk, and I could blame, actually, because Ken's rich. I could see that being the case, honestly. He probably pays reused bills. If you want to talk, skip the gizmos and come to see me face to face.
Listen up.
Eating is necessary if you want to build a strong body. I'm not particularly picky, but I knew a guy named El Forte who's cooking. El Forte was probably... I forgot about that guy. My gosh, El Forte. That's another person I mess with out of the new characters. Damn El Forte. Some of the most obnoxious mix-ups I've seen in my 50 Fates I've played in a while. Yeah, Forte dropping, trying to fight him, well, trying to use Zangief versus him is just so obnoxious. I don't think there was anything I could do behind that. He was a luchador who claimed to be a chef. After one of our matches, I had a chance to try some of his cuisines. That was the hardest I've ever struggled to finish a meal before and since. Yeah, if they bring him back in 7, I'm not playing it. What, we don't want a character that's running around and trying to jump slam you all the time? I mean, we already have... He was basically the predecessor before drop rushing, right? Because he had armor too when he ran up to you. There was just no breathing room with him. But that was the point. That was his plan. That was just his charm, really. I almost want to whip out Street Fighter 4 Ultra Edition just to look at all the characters that I didn't pick. The fighter, he was a genuine article deserving of the title of Hurricane Gulf of Mexico. He had infinites they purposely kept in the game. Good, by the way. I'm tired of stuff getting patched out, right? I mean, if we're old school gamers here, we should just be grateful that they kept stuff like that around, you know? Obviously. The game's been out long enough. That combo took skill to make. A lot of high frame stuff, just like Dan Hibiki's Infinite in 5, which they buffed in order to make him drop the combo because that really was too much for the world to handle. Dan being extremely only like just having an infinite, a Danfinite. Seriously too much for people to handle. Alright, let me see how you've come along. Care for a quick match? Funniest thing in the world, honestly. I missed that grab. Oh boy. I gotta check those items to see what I could have got from him. Oh well. Now I'm actually broke too. That felt nice. I feel like I got something out of it myself. Let's do this again.
Got a moment?
When you find yourself surrounded, you should, how do I explain this? Better to teach you in action if the situation presents itself. Feel free to call me in. I miss doing SPDs on hitboxes. Alright, that's that leverless thingy, right? Or I had analog sticks. Ah, yes. I did play. Did I mention Zangief? I must have mentioned Zangief. I think you mentioned Zangief. Okay. Oh, instant SPDs. Oh, boy. Your Katas is looking alright. Probably doesn't hurt that you've learned the basic melted styles, whether or not they'll work as a real fight. However, it's just a question of entirely. Keep up the training and you'll be doing the same, working tirelessly to improve inch by inch, day by day. Alright, I'm supposed to be getting a new move from this guy. This is the perfect balance to train. The quiet puts my heart at ease. This is also to land where I was born. I went aboard to train for quite some time, but it's good to be back. For the time being, I intend to stay here.
I know.
There's no shame in clearing your mind, focusing on training. Everyone pursue strength in their own way. There's a whole lot of talk, aren't you? Okay, finally. Oh wait, did I even like any of his moves? Well, I don't have anything else from him, so let's see. Met up with Ryu, did you? Then let me tell you a little something about this old monk's history with the fellow. I was pretty much rough around the edges when I was younger. Aren't you going to get the leverless? I need my analogs, honestly. I mean, because I play other games too. And that's just my issue. Maybe it does work and stuff like that, but I don't know. I like my fingers to be... I don't know, I'm just so used to analog. I mean, I'll mess with the D-pad, make no mistake, and I'm playing a D-pad right now. That's another thing. Maybe I have always been leverless, actually. I guess leverless wouldn't make sense, actually. I don't know, I just like my D-pad, really. Of course, I'm only stomaching the D-pad because that's just where it's at right now. I mean, when it came to Street Fighter 4, I was using the analog stick a bit more. Because I needed it for certain inputs, for Guile and Blanca and stuff like that. The really difficult ones. And of course, SPD. Hit with 5 super arts. Will he even survive that many super arts? Actually, I can go ahead and die early here. And get all my life back. I have 2 liverless controllers. I doubled it when okay, so I'm back to full health. I'll even use the arcade stick again. Oh, the arcade stick again. 10-hit combo. Not a 10-hit combo. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, that was a 10-hit combo. What else am I missing? No, I got everything. I got everything I needed from him. Actually, great. I was worried at first. Coming for you. Alright, let's bring Guile in here. Oh, now you want to give me a new skill, huh? What's going to be this time? Looking at the spar. Sure, there's a spar in there. Wait, wasn't I supposed to get something from this guy? He was supposed to tell me about Akuma. Alright, I don't have all of JP's moves, just some of them. It's funny they put Retsu in the game, but he's probably not playable. I mean, he should be, but I guess they don't know how to, identify the guy whatsoever. He was just an NPC. Just like the guy who punches a wall in Street Fighter, you know. They eventually brought him back through Cody. Like Cody was supposed to be that guy. Oh, they brought Birdie back, thinking about it. And Yin back, because he was cooler. Alright, that reminds me. Shoot! Now that you mention that, Ken wouldn't have probably existed if they, if they brought the main guy back, but even though, well, then again, Red Sea didn't count because we already have a Japanese representation already. This is crazy. Freaking perfect parry they're asking me to do.
That's it. It reminds me.
Okay, I do actually want to see Akuma really badly, actually, now. Let's see. Let's scoop on Akuma. Well, you have asked the right person. I know of it. I was training that punk before he even had the shred of hair on his chin. Really? So you want to know where he is, huh? To be freaking with you. The type of sits in one place for too long. The perfect area can be easy if you do the block string with the telegraph data to it. The CPUs probably wouldn't, though. If you was anywhere, I bet my last DB on the GoSend. I wish they fixed this text issue. Like, it's hard to read white with the white background. I mean, everyone knows that. Like, do you want to try reading white on right? It's annoying. She seems harmless. But I can't just punch her. I guess I have to fight her instead. Jury's pose. Oh boy. I'm sure that woman wasn't important to Ryu. Okay, let's see. So we have access to the new location. Oh boy, here it is. We're gonna learn Air Fireball. Even though we have Dalton's Air Fireball, which is arguably the second best, I guess. They've obviously changed it to where it's still balanced even if you jump backwards or forwards. Because you can still get sniped out of the air with a well-timed fireball. There had to be a lot of testing behind that too. Oh boy. At least I'll be able to see my face this time, instead of covering in the mask all the damn time. Grand Blue ignores those rules. You can jump back and do a special in the game. In that game. I mean, it's gonna take a little time for me to get used to Grand Blue versions, honestly. Even though it's been about maybe 4 hours in total. Possibly 4 hours. And getting used to fighting certain characters. With really annoying moves, by the way. Who knew big chick anime girls would annoy me the most of all, really? Interesting, he goes to place and just destroys stuff. Let's see, how many points can I dip into this guy? Actually, I just remember I wouldn't mess with Akuma's fighting style too. Well, JP did the same thing too, all that teleporting. Okay. Pick Willens or Gamma and the game becomes 10 times easier. I have the free version, so I have to deal with the main character and whoever they give me. But maybe it'll roll on these guys eventually. So it's a quest done, because but I already did that already. I guess it's one of those, because I saw him, right? Like, I saw him, and that's enough to talk to him, right? And go back and get my reward. I still have to get these silly rewards. He said there'd be the damn case. Don't worry, guys. I'm talking about maybe at level 90 at best, as I'll start messing around with online play. Because I am definitely grinding as much as possible. It's as much as my stomach can handle it, really. So you've met Akuma, the legend himself, but he didn't give a hoot about you, huh? That man is seeking something, you know, and it ain't pen pals. He seeks to hone his fist to become the ultimate weapon, so he ain't no Boy Scout, but he's not as evil as he may look. You get me? But he's evil incarnate. If you're the type of person to keep pushing yourself, challenging yourself, he ain't gonna hate you.
Well.
Seeing as you're out striving to get stronger, I can't help but to think of Ryu. This old monk had better stop slouching, huh? Okay, that was just flavored text. Now, let's see. You're telling me I have to go back and forth to this guy? Let's see if that really is the case. Is that really what's happening? Okay, I have to challenge Akuma. Sure. What are my skills real quick? You know what blows my mind though as well? I've been saving my money for the longest time, and when I finally start upgrading my gear, I'm suddenly broke. Like, very, very broke. But I think it was a perk I was supposed to be aiming for somewhere. That involved money. Might have to do that. Might have to do jobs. Better get those upgraded first. I'll save that one for later. Okay, I remember the game saying along the lines that I could go back and upgrade these. So what's going on? I'm just saying I can't do that. I mean, I might have to change things up since I'm doing certain different stuff now. Okay. I remember, I think I recorded it. Let's see. I'm absolutely sure you can still add stuff to that. I should fight Akuma. Whoops. And then that'll be it for right. I'm gonna take a break. And he got me messed up bad. It's already 8 too. I gotta go test something out in the background. See if it works. Oh, straight to the fighting. I probably... Is he at level 80? I better go ahead and fix that now, huh? Actually, if I get KO'd here, I can get my energy back, can I? I think that's what will happen, right? It's not like he's not going to disappear or nothing. No, like, the same health stays the same. Okay, I thought that usually works sometimes because, I had to save up a lot of stuff, by the way, to make this work. Because I'll go around and harass Akuma later, but, I really do need to level up. I should have leveled up at least once through the playthrough, but I got distracted with, you know, nice questions. And I do appreciate each question.